Hi there, this is Jill. Jill Speaks Wisdom, and today I want to talk about realtors. And I just came out of, using realtors. You go in there as a good, trusting, authentic soul, and you're hoping you'll get, a good, trusting, authentic realtor. And definitely there are some, but there are others that you got to kind of watch for. Of course, it's a 100% commission business, so they want to get that house sold. So in my situation, I would say 3 out of the 4 realtors weren't that great. There was 1 out of the 4. So that's like 75% that they weren't the best. I felt like the others used some manipulation in their tactics with you. How do I know? I recently went through, like I said, the selling buying process. So the first realtor, I took the listing of my house with the promise of selling, especially after I put in all the work. This realtor, month after month, didn't do anything to sell my house. I did get tons of showings. I'm talking 30 to 40 showings, but he brought me no offers. It made no sense until someone said to me, well, doesn't he have his own private homes he's building, and potentially he's having some of your folks that come to your home go to his properties? And I didn't think anybody would ever do that. I mean, he had a contract to help me. But so then I went over to the place and I said, I'm canceling this contract. I brought the for sale sign in. I literally carried it in and said, I'm done. And they told me, no, you can't cancel with me. And I said, yes, I can. And so I canceled, and then I found a young realtor. And he was probably the best one, the 1 out of the 4. He got the job done. He brought in the right kind of people, and he did his job. And I'd say he was pretty authentic and truthful. But I also, when I was buying, I had to have a buyer's agent and the seller's agent. There's certain things they didn't point out. They didn't clearly tell me the truth about the property. So they did leave things out. So that's just the same to me as lying. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you're buying and selling a house, picking realtors, you may have to go through a few, or just really interview and get recommendations as much as you can. Authenticity is rare in most fields today. So if you want a truth teller and a kind soul, you're going to have to spend time looking for that. Jill Speaks Wisdom. Please like, comment, and subscribe.